And a very good morning to you, boys and girls. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of January 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina in Lincolnshire, with fog. Seems to have disrupted play this morning. Yes, there is a fog that's coming over the field in front of me. And we had a little technical issue this morning for about half an hour. I'll tell you what I'd done. On the YouTube thing where we go direct to YouTube, that's new to me, okay? So we don't go through the sort of third-party software anymore. We go straight to YouTube. That's why you no longer see any of it at all on Facebook. I did put up a little video this morning on Facebook, which I'm going to try and do before we start the show to kind of advertise the fact that it's happening, because you don't get there is no notification on YouTube unless you go direct to YouTube, you see. Just by me putting up a post saying today's show doesn't make everyone's phone pings, so they don't know it's on. Often, I'm so sorry. I've got this ulcer is still on here, and my mouth is filling up with saliva at the moment. It's awful. So sorry about that if I'm going like that now and again. It's awful, dear. Awful. Talking of tongues, actually, great nephew Harry can do something with his tongue that is very clever. Very clever, and I managed to catch him yesterday on video. There's a little video coming out of great nephew Harry and his tongue trick coming up later. Also, kids, little children, I'm on your side. When it comes to parents and you, I'm on the side of the children, and I've got an idea of something for you to do to your parents. That's coming up in the show as well a little bit later on, okay? Yes, so we go straight to YouTube. Now, I discovered when I was setting up the show this morning, because you can't just come in and push a button. It doesn't work like that. You could. Any of you who want to do your own shows, it's really simple, okay? You can do it really simply by getting your iPhone, pushing a button. Oh, there's a missed call here from Gary. I wonder what he wants. What's that discard changes? Hang on a minute. What's that discard changes? If you go back now, you'll lose any changes. I didn't change anything, did I? I don't know what that means. Oh, I don't know what Gary wanted. I think he's coming round to put a post up for me today. Or maybe tomorrow to put my security camera on. Anyway, going straight to YouTube. So there's things to set up. If you want to do it yourself, just get your phone, go on to Facebook, click go live, and you're there. Or YouTube. YouTube have got that as well. But you wouldn't get all of the chat boxes and things, everything else I can do. If you ever want to do it simply, just to see if you like it before you spend a bit of money on it, just do it like that. Why not? Why not? You won't have millions of viewers straight away. It's a really, really long process trying to build up a YouTube thing. Unless you're very pretty and young. Then I can guarantee, when I say young, I'm not talking like children's age. I'm talking probably 17 upward. 17 to sort of 28. If you're in that age bracket and you're really pretty, then you can just go on. You don't even have to have any talent. Look at Gemma Collins. She's beautiful, isn't she? How did she get there? I wonder who she slept. No, I can't even go there, darling. I'm not even going to go there. If you're young and pretty, you can probably open up your phone, just sit there, and you'll get all this attention from other younger people. If you're a girl, boys, or of course girls, whatever you want. If you're a really nice, pretty girl, with the long hair and a bit, all that business, that all you got to do is open up your live stream. You haven't got to say, you will get endless messages. Me, 3 people. It's just how it is. Okay, but it's so easy to do. Or if you want to go a bit further, get yourself a computer and do it like that. Now, with the YouTube thing, so usually I sit in here and I set up the show. I put in a date. I've today started putting a bit of a summary of the show within that. So I don't know if you were able to see that this morning. Did you see not on the failed broadcast from earlier, the failed one, which was actually waiting for 6 p.m. What you don't realise is that I'd been sitting here for 20 minutes talking to myself. I kid you not. I have already done half a show before you saw me appear on this stream this morning. I don't even know if you can see or hear me now, to be honest. And then, I did my opening bit as I usually do. I go the first 15, 20 minutes and I don't come to your messages. Otherwise, there's no show. You know that, right? And then I started looking at the messages and reading some of them out. But the messages at the bottom were not kind of continuing what I was talking about. And I thought, I don't think they can hear me. And then I went on and I realised we weren't on at all. These things are sent to test. Some people get all aerated and worry about that. The only time I get aerated and a bit what would you say, annoyed, is when I have some sort of technical failure I have no control over, like the internet. That really does get to me. When that goes down, that really does get to me. But if it's something that I've done, I just find that very amusing. In fact, I find most people that have some sort of problem in their lives amusing, to be honest. I'm sorry, I do. You've got to laugh at life. You absolutely have to laugh at life. Anyway, so I'm on this YouTube, and usually, as I say, I type in all this information. And I was just about to do it this morning, and I saw this button on there that said, copy settings from last show. Okay? So that's what I did. I simply copied this thing, and it waited a while, and said, okay. And then I clicked that, and I thought, oh, well, that's all I've got to do now is change the date. That's it. Click the button to start, and I thought, yep, that's working. A chat box appeared. I thought, right, okay, that's connected now, and that's it. And then I started my show, but of course, it didn't happen. Because what I failed to realise is that there was a time at the bottom there which allows you to schedule the show. And that was set for something like 6 p.m. tonight. So I could have been sitting here for 6 hours, 8 hours talking to myself. And that's what went wrong this morning. But that's just how it is. And I think it must have been due to the fog that is across the field in front of me this morning. Dangerous fog, possibly full of aliens who are coming. Oh, talking of aliens, anyone see Doctor Who on Sunday night? Oh my God, it was fantastic. Doctor Who's fantastic on Sunday night. Really good. That group of people they've got doing Doctor Who, Jodie, Bradley Walsh, there's a young guy and a younger girl. Is there someone else? There's 4 of them, isn't there? 4 of them? I think it's 4 of them. That group of people, I think, is the best Doctor Who team that we've had since Christopher Eccleston rebooted the series. What is that now? 10 years ago? Where's that gone? 10 years since they restarted Doctor Who. 10 years has passed. 9 or 10, something like that. Now, I thought Billie Piper, I thought she was all right. I didn't dislike her. I thought, who's the one who plays Nan? Catherine Tate. I thought she was very good. But the actual group of people, Jodie Whittaker, Jodie, whatever her second name is, Jodie, Bradley Walsh, and the other 2, I think they are the best team we've had since that was rebooted. So I'm watching this Sunday night, and they had scorpions. Oh, it's fantastic. These nasty monster scorpions, and I can actually see those. I could see those coming through the fog that is in front of me on the field this morning. Evil, great, hundreds of these scorpions, and 10 times your size. Scorpions coming across through the fog about to attack me. And then there was the Scorpion Queen, who was just hilarious. She was like completely black, and you just saw her pink lips and white eyes. She was amazing. I thought she was hilarious. The scorpions themselves, a bit scary, to be honest, like big metal scorpions, and then the scorpions start fighting with each other. Really good. So if you didn't see that, Doctor Who, Saturday night on the last Sunday night on the BBC iPlayer Colour. And I mentioned Doctor Who because we got a story here in the Daily Mirror this morning. Thanks for your messages. I'll come to those in a moment, boys and girls. In the Daily Mirror this morning, there's this bloke that doesn't think UFOs are necessarily piloted by aliens. Aliens. Boo, 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 boo. I am an alien. I am an alien. Aliens are not all necessarily green creatures, are they? When you ever see them on the films and all that, they're always like these green creatures. with one eye. How do you know that an alien looks anything like us? It might not even be life as we know it. We got all these dishes and satellites everywhere pointing out to space, looking for something that looks, sounds, and works like us. It could be some completely different life form. There might be planets out there. Because I cannot believe that we are... If you imagine space goes on forever and ever, yeah? And all over the place there are various planets. There's planets like ours, gas planets, metal planets, all different planets, right? So space goes on forever. How can we possibly be the only thing that's living? I don't believe it. There could be planets out there where there are metal creatures walking, or just metal, walking around, made of metal, with no blood. It could be plastic things walking around. I mean, there's a few on this planet now. I mean, look at half the people who read in the news now. They've had all their face. They're plastic creatures now. All had their faces done, and breast implants and bum implants. Bum implants are apparently quite painful if you sit on them. I was thinking, because mine's dropped down a bit. I've got to admit, men, I don't know what it is, but men seem to lose their bums. It's happened to me. What do you think? Should I have a bum implant? You know, I don't want to be sitting here sort of uncomfortable, moving around all the time because of my bum implants. Anyway, UFOs. This bloke. From the War of the Worlds to Attack the Block, UFOs are a key feature in many science fiction blockbusters. Now, one scientist claims that the UFOs are very much real, although they may not be piloted by aliens. Ooh, 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 ooh. I am an alien. Ah, ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. In his new book, Identified Flying Objects, a multidisciplinary scientific approach to the UFO phenomenon, Professor Masters argues that humans of the future could develop the knowledge and machinery needed to travel back in time. Perhaps would you like to do that? Travel back in time to fix something that perhaps you'd made a big muck up with? Huh? Perhaps you married the wrong person, and there's a few of you out there this morning. Did you? Trouble is, I don't know. If you watch these like science fiction programs, you can't change a timeline because it mucks everything else up in front of it. I don't know how it works. I personally think you will never be able to travel in time. I can't see that somehow. But if you could, I mean, I suppose it might be good. I don't know. I am, of course, an alien time traveller. You do know that, don't you? I am. Look, here's the proof. And I've probably appeared throughout most of your life without you even realising it. Now, parents, have you ever had a little baby? Little baby or something like that? And this thing won't stop crying. And you've done everything. You've done the rocking. You've done the breastfeeding. You know, just have some milk. Squirt it into their mouths. You've done the bottle feeding. You shoved food in its mouth. You put the best favourite programme on the telly, and still. And then you put it down. What am I going to do? And suddenly it stops. That's me. That's me. I've gone over and comforted your small baby. No, you can't see me. I'm in a different time zone, you see. That was me. Have you ever been at a school play or something and maybe you're on stage at the Nativity and you've forgotten your line? Have you forgotten your line? And then suddenly it comes to you in your head. Do you remember that? That was me. I'm prompting you. Nope, you can't see me, but I'm there. In later lives, you might have been doing something and it's not... everything's going wrong. A little bit like this show earlier this morning. Everything is going wrong. And then suddenly something happens to make it right. Ever wondered who that was? That was me. I've been there throughout your whole life. I am an alien time traveller. It's true. And the story goes on in the Daily Mirror. So I don't know what you think about that. But I honestly don't think you could travel in time somehow. I think there are aliens. I think we will be able to travel through space. I'm sure some of them can already. And we are being watched, boys and girls. The scorpions are coming across here now. I'm telling you that now. I can hear them. Coming across there. That's our alien story for you this morning. Right, time to read some of your messages. Ow, why isn't he reading our messages? I am. If I just concentrate on the message, there's no show. So here we go. Let's have a look. Who's first at the top there? It is Mr. Gary Butler. Nephew Gary Butler is in the house. Good morning, Gary. Morning, Gary. There's Roy Brownlow. Morning to... Oh, why is that live chat? Live chat or top chat do I want? I can't remember now. Top chat. Is it top chat? Live chat? Live. Let's go live chat. Let's try that now. That's better. Live chat. There we go. Frog. No, that's up the other way, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Live chat or top chat? I think it's top chat I want. Let's go top chat. Let's do top chat. Go to the top there. And we have Roy Brownlow going on about fog. Good morning, Roy. Jason Hughes. Morning to Jason. Fog in Bristol, says Mick. Morning, morning, Mick. There's John Aiken. Bradley is brilliant in Doctor Who. I think so. Bradley is fantastic. Very talented man, Bradley Walsh. As you know, I met him once in the King's Head Theatre Bar while I was doing a quiz there. Such a nice bloke to talk for. Very good morning to you. Hello to Mark Bowles. Morning to Dave O. Hello, Dave. Nice to see you. Frog and scorpion alert. It's everywhere. Frog and scorpion everywhere. Thank you very much. Fran will be there somewhere in charge of thumbs up, please. Morning to you. Are these messages the wrong way round? I don't know. Don't know what that is. Hello to Joanna Evola. Morning. Hello to Sean Pye. Paul and Lou in the house. A very good morning to Paul and Lou. Michael Lawrence. Hello to you, sir. There's young Trevor Campbell. Can UFOs fly in the fog? That's a very good question, Paul and Lou. Can UFOs fly in the fog? I wonder. I wonder if you can. Hello to you. Mikey Mike in the house. Morning, Mikey. There's lovely Mandy Davenport. It's like listening to the X-Files. I watched the X-Files for a while, and it just becomes so complicated, Mandy. I didn't know what was going on in it. A little bit like you are when you're watching this show, probably. Isn't it, Mandy? I know. Hello to you, Mandy. Okay. John, you are an alien. You know that. You know that. You know that. Let's have a look. Fran Green. There's young Fran. Good morning to you, Fran. Are these going the wrong way round? I'm not sure these are going the right way round or not. Let's have a look there. There we are. Jason, Chris, you're not just on in the background. You're on mute this morning. Oh, well, you won't be able to hear me then, will you, if I'm on mute? Thank you very much. We'll carry on there. Let's go down the bottom there. And Tony King is there as well. Good morning to Tony King. There's the lovely Sam458. Good morning, Sam458. Welcome along to the show, young Sam458 this morning. I'm just wondering, Gary, if you're there, could you just send us a message? I'm not sure I've got the messages coming through the right way there. There we are. Am I not saying fog properly this morning? I've got this blooming thing on my tongue. Little ulcer on the tongue there, which is doing my head in, to be honest. It really has been there for a few days now, and I can't talk or eat. When you're eating, it's quite a little bit painful to eat this morning. Although last night we went to Burger King. Had a lovely time down Burger King yesterday. Here's a little picture of us all. There we are at Burger King last night. That's great niece Evie there in the middle there. And great nephew Harry there on the other side. Nice to see him. There we are. Okay. And as I say, great nephew Harry can do this wonderful thing with his tongue. Are you ready? Watch this. He can curl the end of his tongue. I bet you I can't do it. Can't curl the end of my tongue. Harry can. Watch. Can you actually touch your eyeball with that tongue? Look how it curls up. Put it out again. Make it curl up again. Put your tongue up. Make it. How do you do that? Can you do that? I bet you can't. Put the live messages on. There we go. Live message. See if that works now. Good morning, Michael Lawrence. I think I said to you. Oh, hang on a minute. There we are. I don't know what that. Who's sending texts on that phone? Honestly, texts on that phone. Oh, there's a little message here. Let's have a look. Text phone here. Oh, yes, the karaoke streams. I meant to tell you about the karaoke streams. If you watch the recorded ones of those, sometimes the copyright police come in and they take them off. What has to happen then is that I have to go back on it and literally mute the song. That's a problem. So if you ever watch the karaoke streams, I know some of you like to watch the karaoke streams. And then, thank you, Claire. I've just got your address there. Claire's address coming through there, and Maureen tells us about the karaoke there as well, so thank you, Maureen. Yes, I have to go back on the karaoke streams and mute that particular song. So sometimes you can watch the live, and I know some of you like to go back and watch the recording, and then and it's not there. That's why. So then I have to go back to it and redo that. All right. Okie doke. Let's have a look. Good morning to Joseph McDonald joining us there. Morning, Joseph. Did I say hello to Mark Bowles? I think he's there as well. Morning to Mark. Morning to Mark as well. Good. So that was our trip yesterday. I must say, the swimming pool I go to down in Boston, it's so cold. So cold. Not the pool, but around it. You know, you kind of go from the dressing room and you get your clothes off, and it's just cold in there. And again, so you walk through to the pool, you get in the pool as quickly as possible. That's usually okay once you're in the pool. You do your swimming up, down, up and down, up and down like that. When you come out again, it's like just cold, you know, and it's not pleasant. But there you go. That's how it is in there, unfortunately. Let me have a look. There we are. Popped in to see Sylvie yesterday. Sylvie is queen of all caravans on the site. I was going to buy a bottle of gas, actually. The last bottle lasted me about 8 months. And she says, how much have you got now? I said, well, I've just changed the gas bottle. She said, well, she says, you know, we're closed for the 2 months in February and March. And I'm like, yes. She said, I'd leave it till you come back in April. She said, don't buy a full bottle, you know, in case something goes wrong or the gas escapes. You know, you don't want to be wasting, like, I think it's £60 a bottle now. It's just gone up a little bit. £60 for a bottle of gas. And that's it. Heidi just texts in, I can touch my nose with my tongue. How awful, Heidi. I don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. Let's have a look there. Let's see who's talking there. Tony King says Chris is in a separate universe. Morning. Thank you very much. All right. Morning to you. There we are. Dave, are you talking to each other there? That's good. Talking to each other. Good. Excellent. Let's have a look there. Where are we talking now? So much to talk about this morning. One of the things, I was very disappointed last night. One of the things we noticed when I went to Burger King, so me and Gary's wife, Stacey, we went out, if you go into Burger King, you've got to use the toilet in Kentucky Fried Chicken. You have to come out of there. There was a man in there. There was a man outside smoking drugs, and it stinks, you know, like marijuana stuff. Absolutely stinks, that stuff. Awful stuff. This bloke is smoking drugs in front of his little boy. I can't believe that. Isn't that disgusting? And the smell is bad enough. To be smoking something like that in front of your little boy, I find just totally amazing. I really do. Awful. Just awful. Good. Let's have a look. Paul and Lou can stick tongue up his nostril. Oh no, why would you want to do that? Stop that, Mick. You're being very rude now, Mick. Very rude. Very rude. Very rude. Morning to Ian's changed his name. Hello to you. Yes. Let's have a look. Amelia's there. Good morning, young Amelia. There we are. There's young Amelia. Do you like that? Young Amelia. See, I know the words to say. I know the words to say. Worry not. So I just thought that was awful. People smoking drugs there. And there we are. Good. So that's that. Tomorrow morning show. That's right. Tomorrow morning show. I meant to mention tomorrow morning. It will be, if there is one, it'll be earlier. Okay, because I've got to be in Lincoln at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So it's about an hour's journey from here. I'll give it 2 because I don't know what the parking's like. You know, so I'd rather be much earlier than not. All right. I'd rather be earlier than late, so that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So if there's a show, it'll be very early in the morning, and of course we'll have the phone-in show as always tomorrow night, somewhere between sort of 7 and 9 o'clock. Okay. Are there any free T-shirts? Absolutely not, Roy. Free T-shirt as compensation for what? As compensation for what? Tomorrow's show will be a day late. Possibly. A minimum of a day. Now, what are those little things there, Mark? They're so small. Are they like anti-smoking signs? I want one of those in my car. Oh, I can't bear people smoking. I won't have that in my car. You know. Oh, it's so annoying. You know when you give someone a lift home? Oh, can I smoke in it? No, you can't. Oh, I'll hold it out the window. No. I'll be really... No, you can't. Oh, that disgusting smell of... Bad enough with normal cigarettes. You're not smoking drugs in my car. It's horrible smell. Probably one or two of you like smoking that stuff. I just hate it. I just absolutely hate it. Dave, an AA meeting. Yeah, possibly, Dave. How's things going on at the karaoke up at the other place in Cleethorpes? Doing all right up there? I do hope you're doing all right. I hope you're attending, dear, and singing your little heart out. Yes, we like a bit of singing. One of my friends is coming back, actually, to the karaoke on Friday. I haven't seen him for ages and ages now. Alan Bailey is his name. And about 2 years ago, he set off for another life in Australia. But I gather he's kind of chucked it in now and he's coming back to the UK. Christ, he missed that weather. Oh, dear. Because they're in the middle of summer now in Australia. Yes. They're like, not like our summers. It'd be like 30, well, as you know, 30, 35, 40 degrees over there and more. And he's coming back to the British winter. Good luck to him. Dave, skunk. Is it skunk? Is that what that smell is? Skunk stinks. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Good morning to George Bond. Welcome along to you. Welcome along to George. There's Jason Hughes. I think I mentioned you earlier, didn't I, Jason? Thank you very much. Let's have a look. There we are. Are we up on the messages? Good. We've got please say bruh. Hello, Patrick. Please say bruh or bruh. B-R-U-H. Bruh. Is that right? Is that what you want me to say? Bruh. What does that mean, bruh? I thought it was something women wore. Oh no, that's bra, isn't it? I could do with one myself, to be honest. Look at these, dear. We go back to the baby story earlier. Ladies, if you run out of milk, don't worry. I've got some here. I'm not having babies attached to my nipples, though. It'll have to be sprayed into their mouth. Like that. Oh, is it bro he's saying? Bro. Or bruv. Do you have to say bruv, Patrick? Good morning, Patrick. I think you're new to the show today. It's just a little bit of madness we do every morning. I sit here, I chat. They sit there and they complain and I ignore them. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Ow! Well, we won't watch anymore. Let's give him a thumbs down. We don't think I can see all that. Morning. There's Michael Pullman. Lovely weather over here. It's settled down a bit now for you, Michael, hasn't it? Eh? As it said, oh, do you mean that noise? Heidi says it's a noise I make. What, this one? Blah, 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 that one? Or this one? Come on, you got to be a bit mad. Don't ever be sensible. Don't be sensible, ever. You need to be mad. You need to hold on to that little bit of childhood that you've still got. I've held on to mine for years. The only people that complain about me is other people's parents. Like Stacey and Gary. My nephew Stacey, my nephew Gary, and his wife Stacey, and my niece. Why are you teaching the children these bad things? Do you know what great niece Evie did to me the other day? She videoed herself farting and sent me the video. She's 7. And Stacey says to me, she says, you teach them to do these things. Oh, yes, but they're funny. We must be happy in our sad, lonely, pathetic lives. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Alan Wainwright, 42DD. That's what I've got, Alan. Look. I need a sports bra. I tried one of my sisters, but they were far too big. Oh, it's very well proportioned, my sister. No wonder Martin's still married to her. Massive thing. She could... Sam Fox, eat your heart out. You haven't met my sister yet, girl. Sam Fox. She was a ladies' lady, wasn't she, Sam Fox? I think she was she turned out to be a ladies' lady. I'm sure she did. Anyone know that? I'll tell you who I know that. Oh, Christ, what's his name? I know that, who's with us every morning. Oh, his name's gone right out of my head now. Why's your name left my head? Just a moment, let me scroll up. Not Mark. No, not Mark. Mark knows anyone who's got a big pair of those, hasn't he? Oh, come on, where's your little name? John Aitken. You'll know that. Was Sam Fox. She was a ladies' lady, wasn't she? I'm sure she was. I'm absolutely sure she was. Okay, Roy Brownlow is now going live and walk. All tune in and watch me leave him here alone. Bye, Roy. Bye-bye. You'll get the same opinions as people have about Harry and Meghan. Megan, whatever her name is this week. Bye-bye, Roy. Bye-bye. There we go. Off we go now. Do you want me... Oh, Trevor wants me to start breakdancing. Can't do that, Trevor. Sorry, mate. Can't do that. Roy says Sam Fox is bi. John says she's a lesbian. I think she is a lesbian. I'm sure she is. Heidi says that as well. Okay. Fair enough. I thought so. Hello, Stu. Did you get any feedback on your BBC Upload clip? Interestingly, from them, they've been very nice on a couple of emails coming back to me. Yes, but just to point out, I'm not about to be offered the job tomorrow. It's just a little tour around the studio. They asked me if I wanted to go in and have a look around, and of course I said yes. Talking to my nephew, actually, according to my nephew Gary, it's only a small place, a little building in Lincolnshire. You know, you'd be surprised some of these little community stations. They're tiny little buildings sometimes. You know, they really are. You actually don't need masses of stuff to do radio or television, actually. This is obviously not television, but, you know, there's just a couple of lights up there, temporary, or a bit of a temporary setup, a couple of computers and a webcam and a decent microphone. You know, you don't actually need that much to do it. But it's not a job being offered. I'm just going to have a little look round. They said, do you want to come and have a look? And I jumped at the chance, yeah. I have been to the BBC once. I was 21 at the time. And I took a group of Cub Scouts to BBC London to see Tony Blackburn doing his Soul Show. This is years ago. This is 21, 31, 41, 50. This is 35 years ago now. We kind of, but it was like a long queue of people, you know, and it constantly moving. So you didn't get really to see much. But yeah, I think it's a very interesting insight. And hopefully I'll tell you about that tomorrow night when we do our little chat show there. Okay, so that was that, Stu. My brother-in-law thought it would make the numbers better on the YouTube show. It's not made any difference at all. Interestingly enough, we haven't picked up 10,000 subscribers or anything like that. So it's made no difference at all to the YouTube numbers. Interestingly, even though that clip's up there and it sort of directs you to my show, made no difference. Not one difference. Generally, my subscriber numbers go up maybe two or three a week. Very, very slow. Other people, they do shows and they start their shows and immediately they pick up 20,000 subscribers. I think my brother-in-law's, his subscribers go up hundreds in a week, every week. Mine, 2 or 3. You know, I do a little niche thing. You know that. Okay, let's just scroll down. Dave-O, don't be rude now. No rudeness, please. No rudeness on here, thank you. Roy the Boy joining us. Good morning, young Roy the Boy. Welcome to our show. Fran's laughing. I like to make you laugh, Fran. That's what it's all about, having a bit of a laugh. It's all having a bit of a laugh. Roy, you're still there. Please go out for a walk and leave us to it if you don't mind. Can you go? Leave, please. For an hour now, you've been telling us that, oh, I'm not watching this show anymore. I'm going out for a walk. Well, go. Go, dear. Go before you break my heart once more. In 4 is what I'm waiting for. Trevor's been to the You mean the Pebble Mill Studios, not the Pepper. That's not there anymore. Pebble Mill Studios in Birmingham. Do you remember that? Pebble Mill at 1. I remember the music. Da, 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 da. That one. Great question. Great. Can I ask a quick question, says George Bond. Ask away, George. We're waiting. We're waiting. Ah, at last. A real proper comment from Roy Brownlow. Chris is a lesbian. No gay would want him. That is correct. That is correct. But I don't want a gay bloke. I want a straight one. It's true. I want a father. That's what I want. So we can have the children and look after them and then go about our lives. Wouldn't have to come and talk to you every 5 minutes then, would I, Roy? Oh, it'd be wonderful. You know, someone walks into my life, yeah, we want a relationship now, but you won't be able to do your shows. Yes, okay, I'll be first on here. There would be a special broadcast saying goodbye to you, Roy, life for the last time. Roy Brownlow. Creating trouble all the time. Have you gone yet, or are you still there? Please go for your walk. There's some lovely walks I could send you on, Roy Brownlow. There's a beautiful little trip across the M1. See how many times you can cross that with your eyes closed. There you go. And if you manage 10 times, I'll give you a tenner. Okay? George, do you think you trust me to be a moderator? I've got moderators, thank you, George. Thank you for offering, but I've got moderators, and that's enough for me. That's enough. We've got moderators. Thank you for your kind offer, though. All right? Mandy's going to make muffins again today. Mandy is chief cook here on United Kingdom. If I ever need a cook, Mandy, the job is yours, darling. There we are, my love. Perhaps we could have an afternoon tea at my caravan. Be quite nice, wouldn't it? Oh, Christ, he's still there. He's still there. Please, Roy, I'm begging you now. Please go. Go. Go and do that little run across the M1, dear. Or whatever motorway is near you. What's the motorway in Derby? In fact, I'll look it up, thank you. Motorway Derby. I'll tell you what. Since getting this, it's not a new computer. The other both refurbished computers. Since getting this other computer here, it was only £110. Refurbished computer. It just so much better. So much better now. Right, Derby. I know he's in Derby somewhere. Is the A50... Oh! Is it the M64? Hang on a minute. Is the A50 a motorway? Oh, haven't you got a motorway? Have you not got a motorway in Derby? You haven't even got one. Oh, dear. Yeah, you got requests now. You got requests now, Mick, to make cakes. There we go. John, you need to move to Somerset. Well, Mark Bowles is in Somerset. He is king of all Somersetians. You need to move to Somerset. All the farmers are gorgeous and will have anything on offer. Thank you, Yvonne. Actually, this shirt is actually torn in quite a few places. You just can't see it. This is really old, this shirt. I've got a similar one up at the house. This is actually, the sleeves are torn. There's a part of the back of it's torn, but it still looks all right. So I should continue wearing this as long as possible. But this is my favourite shirt. My favourite shirt. Fran, you mean Chief Baker. Chief Baker, that's what I mean. Chief Baker. That's Mandy. She'll have to come and do our afternoon teas. Oh, no, Roy Brownlow is a victim. Oh, I can help you there, Roy. If you feel like you're a victim this morning, then just bring up the BBC's Victoria Derbyshire show. She has them on every morning, dear. Yeah, and she comes on with that sour face. Oh, good morning and welcome. A posh voice. Good morning and welcome to the Victoria Derbyshire show. And then she wheels on 5 or 6 victims of some sort of thing. You know, I am a victim because I've got nose hairs growing out of my nose and people victimise me for that. But I want that. I identify this morning as a nose hair. And she'll have them all on there. You'll be good on there. You're good at playing the victim, aren't you? And trying to create hassle for everyone else, dear. Oh, I live 2 miles from the M1. Oh, that's a long way. Can you not get a bus there and then start crossing the road several times? Oh, dear. Okie doke. Let's have a look there. Excuse me a moment. Okie doke. Okie doke. Look him. He's begging for pens now. People, buy me pens if I'm bullied. You don't need to buy it. Well, you can still have pens. There are only 2 of the old pens left, incidentally. These are available for a £2 super chat. And we have these as well now. Where are they? We got stickers now. If you weren't with the show yesterday, you won't know this. Where are the stickers? Oh, I don't know where they are now. Come on, Chris. They're here somewhere. Where are the stickers? There was a blooming roll of them in front of me. I don't know where. Have they fallen down the back? Just a moment. Nope. Oh, I don't know where they've gone now. Someone has been in and stolen all my stickers. No idea where they've gone. I'll walk in here later and I'll be able to see them in front of me, won't I? Where's the blooming stickers gone? Oh, dear. Can't find them. Never mind. Dun, dun, dun. Just a moment. Let me have a look round the back. Just a minute there. Oh, here they are. They are right in front of me. Now, they weren't there when I looked over there a moment ago. That's the aliens again. Here are the stickers. Roy, have you got your stickers yet? Did you get yours yet? Did you get yours yet? Here are the stickers. Let me show you one. Let me just tear one off here. These are the United Kingdom Talk stickers. Available for, I did say £1.20. No, we can do them cheaper than that. For a £1 super chat, you can have a sticker. Okay? £2 gets you 5 stickers in an envelope. That's for a £5 for a super chat, okay? Now, they are sticky on the back there. Whether or not they would stay on a car bumper, I'm not sure. You know, it feels quite strong. And I've had stuff like this on a car bumper before, but not these ones, obviously. I haven't put mine on yet. You know, but if you want one of those, they're a £1 super chat, come in a nice little envelope with a first class stamp on. £2 gets you 5, okay? And so on and so forth. Right, I'm going to go to some of my stories in a moment. Yeah, there are gremlins in here today. That wasn't there when I looked over. You saw me look over there. There's something going very spooky going on this morning. Losing the plot, one or the other. Roy hasn't got one yet. No, Roy? Yes. If you want to send us a £1 super chat and then email me your full postal address to this email. One moment, please. There we go. I shall send one to you, okay? Alrighty. Okie doke. Let's do some of these stories that I promised to do this morning. Amazon. Amazon, boys and girls. This is something I didn't know. I've just discovered that this morning. Amazon shoppers looking to save some cash can find big discounts on the online retailer's little-known outlet page. I didn't know this existed until this morning. Amazon Outlet is a separate section of the site where customers can get money off overstocked or clearance items across all categories. When the Sun looked, we spotted up to 79% off some products. With reduced items ranging from gadgets to beauty products. The website is split into various categories, including super discounts and overstocked, as well as the usual subsections, including home furniture and books. Now, I would possibly assume that, you know, stuff that you send back to, you know, you get this thing and perhaps it doesn't suit your purpose or it's the wrong size. I think that's where this sort of stuff ends up, somewhere like this. It says, Do keep in mind, you've still got to pay the delivery stocks, unless, of course, you want... It says delivery is free for those signed up to Amazon Prime, as indeed I am. It says Amazon Outlet is different to Amazon Warehouse, which is where a lot of the return goods get relisted to be resold. So, I mean, if you was to buy one of the Brother label printers, you probably get the one that I sent them back last week because I couldn't work the damn thing. Any blemishes will be specified in the description. I think, do I need to put that on my YouTube channel? The blemishes. There's quite a few of them now at my age. As always, we'd recommend shopping around to make sure you're getting the best price for your purchase. So that's an interesting thing now. Examples they give here, I don't know what the hell this is. An Okachi Glia rechargeable facial cleansing brush was £99. £20.95. I've never seen such a thing. It's like this white gadget which has got a brush on the end and shoots out water, and you do that with it. Well, there's nothing wrong with a flannel, is there, for God's sake? Nothing on. The facial brush uses a sonic frequency of more than 3,300 oscillations per minute. That's an awful lot of oscillations, isn't it? 3,000 oscillations per minute. And they've got other stuff there. They've got an LED curtain. You might have seen those. I saw a lot of those advertised over the Christmas period. Was 20 quid, now tenner. You know, if you want one of those. It comes with a remote control. You can change the colours. Very clever. A Galaxy phone case was $15.94, now $7.82. Security camera there. IMU, never heard of them. IMOU was 50 quid, now 25. So there's a lot of bargains on there. They've got watches, all sorts of stuff. So if you want to try and save some money and you fancy spending a little bit today, if you've got any money to spend, that is, it's called Amazon Outlet. I'd just type in Amazon Outlet on your Google and see how that goes there. All right. Lots of people ordering cupcakes now. Trevor's got the key ring being used at the station. Excellent, Trevor. Very pleased to hear that. Will the stickers stick to the back of a car window on a car? I would say yes. Of course, clean the window first. Stick it on. I don't think they will come off, but I can't say whether or not they will, Michael. Okay? I can't honestly say whether or not they will. Do you want me to stick ones at the back of my car? I could stick ones in the back of my car, I suppose, and I don't think they will come off. I'm pretty sure they're not paper; they're plastic. Okay, they're very well made by a guy called the Diesel Guy, who's popped up on here a couple of times. That's a very good price he got me as well, so I'm very pleased about that. I don't think they will come off. Actually, I think they'd be all right on a car window, even with the windscreen. As long as you stick them down properly, like all this stuff. I mean, I was on my shed roof yesterday because I got a little bit of a leak. And I'm having trouble finding someone to come and do it, so I got some metal tape stuff. I think it's external. I wasn't 100% sure, to be honest. But anyway, I had to take this backing off, and I stuck it over where the new flashing is that the bloke who took the sunroof out got rid of one of the sunlight type things. I don't know what they're called now. You know, those things in caravans, they open up like that. And I looked and I thought, I don't know if there's any water getting in there. So I've gone over the seams with this metal stuff. I was on the roof yesterday, dear. It's so dirty up there. It really is. Mick's not got the yellow super chat pen. Hang around for that, Mick. See if that arrives at some point. Okay. I use Amazon. Gavin uses Amazon. I buy everything on Amazon, I'll be honest with you. Everything I use on Amazon. There's Amazon the plumber. Good morning, Amazon. Welcome along, Amazon. Fran, cupcakes is American. We used to call them buns. Oh, our buns are completely different. I mean, I've got beautiful buns, to be honest, Fran, I think. I think I've got really nice buns. George uses a shaving brush. Yeah, I mean, my dad used to use a shaving brush, you know, with a separate soap and all that business, and then the razor and what have you. Okay? Jason, I thought all the stickers would be on Chris's own car bumper. Cover up the damage Gary's done. What a good idea, Jason. No, Sean, I'm not reading that. If you want road rage, put a sticker on your car. You'll soon be rammed off. I like that. Okie doke. Right. Good. Let's have a look. Get the 2 shed fitters to come back and report the leak. Yes. Martin and Gary, Roy. Very good. Dave, implants. Do I need implants? Is that what I need? They're very uncomfortable to sit on, apparently, bum implants. Now, did you like the TV show Little Britain? I used to love that. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Wonderful story in the Daily Mirror this morning. You're going to like this. The hit BBC comedy sketch show is to make a long-awaited return to our screen after 12 years. This is fantastic news. Iconic comedy sketch show Little Britain is to make a major TV comeback after 12 years. Comedian David Walliams has confirmed plans. Why they always put people's age? Why do they put his age there? Comedian David Walliams, 48, and I want to put his age in, has confirmed plans for full return to the show with co-writer and co-star Matt Lucas after making up following their public feud. I must admit, I'd not heard of this. It says the pair stopped working with each other in 2011 amid reports the friendship became strained following years of bitter arguments. However, it seems things have made a turn for the better as the talented comedy duo reunited last year to trial an initial comeback in a one-off Radio 4 episode about Brexit in October. Speaking about the return of the TV show, creator Walliams admitted he doesn't have a set date and time yet, and it may take some time. I suppose they've got to write new material, have they? They'd have to write new material, wouldn't they? I would say there will definitely be some more Little Britain coming. I can't say exactly, but at the right time and place. I bet it'll be Christmas. Christmas this year. I'd put money on that. I reckon Christmas this year. It was fun coming back for radio because that's where we started, he says. Opening up about the radio special, David says he revealed he was quite taken back by the overwhelming reaction by fans. Well, we all used to love it. It was hilarious. It was so unpolitically correct that it was hilarious, as most of us are. It's only the blooming left wing who keep moaning about being offended by everything. But that's all starting to turn now. We're turning on them now. The people that want to have a little bit of a laugh, with no offence given out, no offence whatsoever given out to anyone, they are starting to stand up and be counted. Since their well-received reunion, David and Matt have had several offers from different media companies and brands, but isn't sure whether to go back to what they know or start something brand new. That's the only thing, you see. Sometimes you do something and it works at that time. You know? A good example of this is when I was DJing at the Black Cap. It worked in the 90s. Would that work now? Probably not. There's some lovely people trying to reopen the Black Cap, which is a pub that I worked for many years. For 18 years I was there. And in the 90s, that was kind of my time. And it worked very well, what I did there. And they want me to go back if they get it reopened. And I'm like, no, I'm the wrong man for the job now. You see? Time has moved on. You can't recreate what you had then. That's gone. And the people have gone as well. Some of them have died. Some of them have moved on. You wouldn't get that again. It would be different. So you've got to do something different. So I can understand where he's coming from there. Weighing up his options, David told The Sun, Matt and I have been getting lots of offers to do more things together again. We just need to decide whether it's revisiting something we've already done or working on something brand new or doing both things. Though the show is adored among its original audiences, the scenarios and controversial characters which are portrayed would not be received well with viewers in this day and age. You see? See, there we go. Being told what to do by the blooming lefties again. And this is something which Walliams is aware of. When I say lefties, I don't mean everyone that votes left. That's not what I mean by lefties. You know what I mean by that. You know what I mean by that. These people that are constantly offended by everything. Blooming pain. So there we are. How much will it change? It says sketches swung for mentally ill patients. I mean, I could be one of those. incest, mocking the transgender community, to old white women projectile vomiting at the thought of eating food made by foreigners. Yeah, but we never saw that as an offence. It was just comedy. Why can't people separate offence from comedy? Speaking about the controversy of these sketches in today's society, David said, you definitely do it differently because it's a different time. There you go, he's saying that. There are all kinds of tolerances that change. So, and there we go. So I do hope we get to see that again. What they do with it, I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly they do with that, okay? Let's have a look. Let's just scroll down there. Jason, the only gay in the village. That's right. That's right. Could you play the part, the only gay on the caravan site? I don't know if I am. Maybe I am. I don't know if I am. Don't know what I am. Don't know what I am. Let's just go down there. I'm trying to pull out the interesting ones there. Anyone talking about that? Yes, Mandy. Matt Lucas based Vicky Pollard on a girl he knew in college, and she was from Knowle in Bristol, so I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Sean says it's old news. Well, I'd only just heard about it. Heidi's heard about it as well, but I hadn't heard about that one at all. So there we are. I was mentioning at the beginning of the show there, something that children, kids, you can do this to your parents. They will go mad. I love it. Again, in the Daily Mirror this morning, a boy has pranked his dad. Yep, he's pranked his dad. Good morning, Sam. Hello, Sam458. Paul and Lou. Did you see the woman complaining about petrol nozzles in garages? Yes, yes. This woman, thank you for reminding me on that, Paul. I meant to write that down last night when I saw it. This woman's been complaining, that was in the Daily Mirror as far as I remember, in petrol stations. She's offended, right? She says petrol stations are offended because she can't get her little woman's hands around the petrol pumps. Seriously, it just gets madder and madder, this world. It gets madder and madder. She is complaining petrol stations are sexist because she can't get her little lady hands around the petrol pumps. For Christ's sake, honestly. Anyway, in the Daily Mirror, we all know the thrill of pulling a prank on someone and it's going perfectly to plan. But this user went one step ahead. This Reddit user, which is a chat website, which I can't get my head around, to be honest, went one step ahead when he pranked his dad. Seaman the Sailor, that's obviously his username, Seaman the Sailor, came up with this crazy idea that would surely make his dad go insane. He planned to stick one of his dad's possessions to the ceiling every day until he noticed. And for every day his dad didn't realise something had gone missing, his prankster son would glue something up there. It was literally getting his dad's stuff and sticking it on the ceiling. I don't know how he got up there. He then posted a picture of the newly stuck item onto his Reddit thread, which I say is a chat thing on here. Every day he carried the prank on. He said, he stuck his dad's glasses to the ceiling. For every day he doesn't notice, I will add another of his possessions. So it started off with a pair of glasses, right? Then by day 4, he'd stuck up a TV remote, one of his shoes, and I don't know what that is. What else that is there? It looks like possibly his glasses case as well. Oh, here we are. On the second day, he stuck his dad's phone clip beside the glasses, but still his dad was none the wiser. The third day, the challenge was the piece de resistance. Using both blue tack and command strips, I think they're those things with the little hooks, aren't they? He managed to stick his dad's shoe to the ceiling. While this was the most daring item to hide so far, it was likely that his dad has other pairs of shoes, so he probably wouldn't notice it had gone missing. And it goes on. His dad only spotted something was going on when once the all-important TV remote disappeared and the prank finally came to an end. The Joker's son captioned the final picture of the leftover adhesive on the system with the caption, "Well, boys, it was a good run, but all things must come to an end." So there you go, kids. Something to upset your parents. Go and get items of theirs and stick them to the ceiling and see how long it takes for them to notice. I think that's excellent. I think that's absolutely excellent. Very, very good indeed. John, computer says no. Where do you want to go? You want to go Barbados? 1 minute. Computer says no. She used to do that cough at the end as well, didn't she? Jason, can I charge you for 2 hours of my time? 1 hour for the show and 1 hour waiting time. Yeah, it all went a bit wrong at the beginning today. Right, have we got 2 more stories I've got here? Oh, Thomas Markle is back again. Oh, please. Not to, seeing Thomas Markle in the Daily Mail is like seeing Roy Brownlow on this chat box. Remember what I said at the beginning of the show? I'm very, very aware that we have a lot of people watching the show who don't join in with the chat. So I do these stories, you know, for you as well. You see what I mean? That's why I try and do a bit more on the stories than we do on the chat sometimes. There's like, I suppose for every one person that's on the chat box, there's probably about 4 that watch and don't join in. I'm very aware of what I call the silent viewer. The silent viewer is quietly sitting there on the side. Now and again, you will see a silent viewer just pop up there and say hello. That does happen sometimes. Now and again, you see a little name pop up there and say, hello, Chris, just wanted to say hello. Or I'll get an email. Been watching the show for like 3 years. Just thought I'd say hello. There's a lot of people like that. Perhaps if there's one today, you might want to say hello this morning. Just a quick hello. That's all you got to. You haven't got to join in with any of this chat. You know, people like their entire lives just trying to wind me up for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. Excuse me. Meghan Markle's father. He's back again. Oh, yes. He loves the publicity. Loves the publicity. I have got no time for this man at all. How you can attack your children in public, whether or not they want to be with you, is absolutely beyond me. It really is beyond me. Thomas Markle revealed he doesn't think his daughter will see him again until he's lowered into the ground in a coffin. Well, you know, better sooner than never, I think, really. Better sooner than later. And justified being paid to take part in a Channel 5 documentary saying, Meghan owes me, it's time to look after Daddy. There you go, Ross Herndon. There's Ross. Sits there quietly on the side. There you go. See? You never hear from Ross. He's just quite happy to sit. I'm very, very aware of the silent viewer. Don't worry about that, Ross. And I make the show for everyone, you know. In the Telltale 90-minute film, which airs tonight at 9 o'clock on ITV, that is tonight, isn't it? Let me just check I've got that date right there. What's the date today? 22nd. Yes, so that's tonight on 90 on Channel 5. In a tell-all 90-minute film, which airs at 9 o'clock tonight on Channel 5, he also accuses Prince Harry of acting like a sensitive 12-year-old and pledging to evidence against the couple in the High Court, saying, I'm going to defend myself. I mean, what sort of man is he? Whether or not you don't get on with your children, or maybe you've got a child that simply doesn't want to know, you've got to walk away and leave them to get on with their lives. This is awful. This man is dreadful. You tell me what you think about this, boys and girls. Accusing his daughter and son-in-law of saying trashy things about him. Well, we haven't heard him say anything. That hasn't been in the paper, is it? He says, I don't care. At this point, they owe me. This is Thomas Markle, Meghan's father. The royals owe me. Harry owes me. Meghan owes me. What I've been through should be rewarded for. My daughter told me that when I reached my senior years, she'd take care of me. I'm in my senior years now. It's time to look after Daddy. This bloke is on another planet altogether, isn't he? In this extraordinary film, he also reveals the details of his last phone call with the Sussexes on the eve of their 2018 wedding. As it emerged, he had posed for a paparazzi photographer, a decision he says will haunt me for the rest of his life. He said, Harry said to me, if you had listened to me, this wouldn't have happened to you. I said to him, it's too bad I didn't die, because then you guys could pretend you were sad, and then I hung up on them. I was done. He's never spoken to them then or since met their child, Archie, despite sending texts and letters, and added, I don't think at this point they're thrilled to see me or want to talk to me. The last time they want to see me is when I'm being lowered into the ground. Well, I mean, you're just pathetic. You're just absolutely pathetic. As I've said so many times now, you know, if your child doesn't want to know you, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what the reason is, you've got to walk away and leave them to get on with their own lives. It's the right thing to do. How pathetic that you're going to the newspapers spilling all this about your own child. I think it's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. So I'll try and watch that tonight. I can see myself turning it off before it even finishes, though. I can't see me watching that whole thing, really. Let's see if you're talking about that. Where are we now? You've changed your clock. No, we're in a different studio, Yvonne. There we are. I think you'll find, if you scroll back a little bit, I have said to you, hello already, Sam458. Did you not hear the first time, dear? How many times do you want your name mentioned, dear? Pay full attention to the show, please. All right. There we are. One man and his Sprinter van. Nasty person if it's true. Yeah, you got a point there, because sometimes these newspapers do twist it. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Right, there we are, and Fran's there as well. You'll have to excuse the cough. I've still got this stuff coming up. Excuse me. Oh, it's at the time. 20 past 11. I must hurry up now, boys and girls. And finally, one more story today before we do the raffle tickets today. Okay, Disney Plus is launching in the UK in March. Will you be subscribing to that? There seems to be so many of them. Amazon Prime. Yeah, what do you want to ask, Sam? Go ahead. I'll go ahead. Amazon Prime, which I've got, but that comes with the posting, with the free postage, doesn't it? So that's the only reason I got that. I've got Netflix. And that's all I've got. We've got BritBox, BBC and ITV thing. I won't be subscribing to that. Now we've got Disney Plus. You've got Apple TV, and there's another one. Oh, Sky Now TV. So many. So many. Does anyone subscribe to all of these? And there's another one now, Disney Plus. Disney has moved forward the launch date of its landmark streaming service. It's going to cost £6 a month, or yearly 60 quid, which I suppose isn't too bad, really. Disney is finally coming to the UK as the entertainment giant moves forward its timeline for launch and confirms it will now go live on March the 24th. The platform will be home to original content, so get some new stuff, as well, I suppose, as the back catalogue of stuff, and Star Trek, Star Wars as well. Eagerly anticipated shows featured on Disney Plus include The Mandalorian, Lady and the Tramp, High School Musical, the musical, and the series as well. Since launching in the US last year, it's been an enormous hit with more than 10 million people subscribing on the first day. So will you be subscribing to Disney Plus? How many streaming services are you subscribed to? How many? It's been seen as a major player in an increasingly crowded streaming market that already features Netflix, Amazon Prime Video and Amazon TV Plus, Apple TV Plus. Disney confirmed the new service will cost £6, $5.99 monthly, or $59.99 for the year, and more on that. It's also going to go live on the same date: France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Austria, and Switzerland. So there we are. Will you be subscribing to that one, I wonder? Would you consider subscribing to yet another streaming service? I don't know. Right. Okay. Get ready for the tickets. Not quite yet. I'll just do messages, and then we'll do. Let me just put that there, and then we'll do raffle tickets. Don't ask for raffle ticket yet. It'll be ignored. I'm just trying to. How many are there? I think I can actually see how many are there now as well. Let's have a look there. Okay, 34. So One. Let's get 3 of those out and that'll be enough, I reckon. Did we get to the end of the other ones? Is there no ticket? I usually got 1 or 2 tickets left over from yesterday. Oh, hang on. No, someone got 500. Who got 500 last yesterday? Oh, there it is. 500. Colin K. That's your one from yesterday, isn't it? 500 got Colin K. So we're on 501 now. Right, just give me a chance. I'm going to do your messages before I do these. All right? There we are. There we are. Put those in an order. That's that done like that. Okay. Where are we? There we are. There's Sam, my G. What does that mean, Sam? My G, it says there. I've nicked Martin. Have I nicked Martin's slot this morning? I'm sure I haven't. He doesn't do a live show at the moment, does he? Sorry, gang. Give me a second now. I'm just trying to scroll down there. You're talking to each other, are you? This is where it's difficult because you're talking to each other. I'm trying to pull out the messages that are for me. There's where's the one from Sam? He wanted to ask something. Oh, his house has been broken into. Another drug bust. Oh, God's sake. I think you'd be better off to sell the house, Sam, perhaps, and buy something else, mate. Sell it on. Get rid of it, dear. Seems to be nothing but trouble, that other house you own. Get rid of it. Sell it on, and you might have to take a little bit of a loss there, but learn from it and buy somewhere else, okay? All right. Okie doke. Okie doke. Right, let's go. Who wants a raffle ticket? Ask now, boys and girls. Ask now if you want a raffle ticket. Where are we now? Please only ask once. So if you've already asked, you need to ask again now, because now is the raffle ticket time, not earlier, and I shall dish them out. I'm ready with tickets and pen. There we go. Martin Butler. First in, 501. Well, you just seem to have so much trouble with that house, Sam. I'd sell it on to someone else and be done with it, mate. One man and his Sprinter van, 502. There's Michael Pullman, 503. Tony King, 504. Fran Green, 505. Fran is head of thumbs up. Perhaps I should make various different jobs for people. Fran is head of thumbs up, aren't you, darling? There's Jason, 506. Mark Bowles, lovely Mark, 507. John Aitken, 508. Mick, 509. Joanna, 510. I'm so glad you're there still, Joanna. I haven't sung yet, have I, my love? Do you know, I was going to forget the birthdays until I saw your name. I haven't done those yet, have I? Well, I usually do those at the end anyway. There's Joanna. Mick Davenport. What have I done you? I've done you already, haven't I, Mick? Have I got John Aitken, Mick Davenport? There's Mick, Joanna. Mike Rees-Ponto, 511. Ryder Boy, 512. 513 for the lovely Sam. Thank you, Sam. Just scrolling. 458. Amelia Dodd, 514. Diane Jebb, 515. You right, lovely Diane? There's one of our silent viewers, Diane, sitting there quite happily on the side. Sean has only got Amazon Prime. Yeah, I mean, whatever you want, Sean, really. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I've got Netflix. Actually, I've not got to pay for Netflix this year because my mate, I did a favour for my mate, and he says Amazon Prime is on, Netflix is on me this year. So I've got that for nothing this year, so I'm quite pleased about that. Diane Jebb, Sean, there's Mandy Davenport. Thank you, Mandy. Excuse me. Oh, just a moment. There's my mate now. Good morning, dear. We're still on air to the millions of people. Say hello, dear.
Those poor people.
Say hello to them, dear.
Hello.
Yeah.
Those poor people.
We're still on air to the millions of people at the moment. I'll call you in about
4 hours?
No,
About 4 hours?
No, I've only just done 4 hours. I spent the first. Sorry about this, everyone. I'm just talking. I spent the first 20 minutes today. It must have been 20 minutes, half an hour, and I wasn't on.
That's hilarious. You're very much an amateur.
Thank you. Goodbye, bitch. Oh yes.
They're doing the floor.
Oh, you're having your floor done?
I'm being laid.
Thank you. Goodbye. Rude, dear. Rude. Diane Jeb, where's Diane? Oh, what's he want now? You're back again.
One last thing. Did you get your little gift in the post?
I did that yesterday, dear.
I know, but I'm just asking.
You saw what he sent me? This arrived in a post yesterday. Look. Tenor man help things. Adult nappies. No, I don't. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, people.
Say goodbye, dear.
Bye-bye, people.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bitch. Right. So where were we now? Diane. I've done Diane. Lovely Diane. So quiet, Diane. I've lost my place. There's Diane. Sean. There's Mandy. Mandy Davenport. 516. I can hear a buzzing. Can you hear a buzzing? Perhaps there's a wasp stuck in my microphone. I don't know. Mandy D. There's Mandy. Ross Herndon. Thank you, Ross. 517. Adam LaPlumber. 518. 519. Hello, lovely Heidi. 520. SOS Gregorian, you see? These people sitting there very quietly on the side. They like to watch the show rather than sit there trying to trip me up all the time. I don't understand why you do that. You must be so bored in your sad, lonely, pathetic life, some of you, dear. I'll tell you that now. Let's have a look here. Ian's changed his name. Thank you, Ian. 521. Ian's changed his name. 521. 522 for Mr. Michael Lawrence. Again, Michael, so quietly just sitting there, enjoying the stories, aren't you, my love? 522. Michael, there's Jack. 523. Thank you, Jack. Jack's in Australia, and this is similar to, I think, if I'm right, be right in saying, Jack, this is similar to like a talkback program. In Australia, talk radio is... What is that noise? I can hear it. Can anyone hear that noise? I think it's a lorry outside. I'm sure there's a lorry outside. I can hear like a low frequency hum going on. I don't think it's anything in here. I tell you what, it sounds like a constant, like, you know, when the phone rings and it's gone and it's on a table and you haven't got the ringer on. Like, it's like that, but long. It's not stopping. I can hear that. It's very annoying, that is. Yeah, in Australia, talk radio is actually the predominant format there. Not music. Talk radio is the predominant format. And over in Australia and America, hundreds and hundreds of talk stations. We just don't have that here. It's probably a little bit similar to a talk radio thing over there. Thank you, Jack. George Bond. Thank you, George. 524 for George. George Bond, 524. There's our lovely Fran Green. Have I done you yet, Fran? Just a little thumbs up I can see there from Fran Green. 525 for Fran. Thank you, Fran. There's our Dave. 526 for Dave O. Dave O in the house. He used to come to the karaoke at Cleethorpes. We had a good laugh there. We had a nice little run there. It was about 6 months we did there. It was a nice little run there. There's Gary Butler. Thank you, Gary. 527. Nephew Gary Butler is on 527. Colin K. Thank you, Colin. 528. Heidi's got Netflix. Yeah, there's a lot on Netflix, isn't there? There's Sean 529. 529. Oh, I've just jumped forward again there. One moment. It's the landlady and having you towed off the site. That is the funniest comment this morning. That is the funniest comment. I love it. I absolutely love it. Sylvie's out there now attaching her Land Rover to my... I wondered why it was shaking a bit. I'm being towed off the site. Excellent. Absolutely excellent, Mick. I love it. Was that Mick there or Mandy? Scroll forward again, that is. I love it. I absolutely love it. Hang on. Buzz. We've missed people out there. 1 minute. Let me just scroll back up there. Gavin Bass. Thank you, Gavin. There's Gavin. 5:30. Well, that's funny. I've got to the end of those tickets and there's more of you asking. So the YouTube numbers can't be right, can they? Because I literally tore off enough tickets and another few to fit everyone in. That's strange, isn't it? Gavin, we've got Gavin. Anyone else want one before I tear some more off? Let me there you go. Heidi just sits there and watches sometimes. Yes, I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware that that's why I try to put in as many stories as I can and not refer, because I think referring to messages constantly throughout the show, I think that's a mistake. I really do, because there's so many more people that watch the show. Rather, the message box is fantastic. You know, you can look up and down it and pick out interesting little bits and pieces on there, you know, to read out to people that are joining in with the conversation. And then people like to talk to each other. I think the chat box is excellent. But to constantly refer to it halfway through stories and things like that, I think that's a mistake, because it throws the story all over the place and then it's just not happening. Do you know what I mean? So I'm fully aware of people that just sit there quietly and watch there. Yvonne Lemon. Thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne Lemon. Perhaps there's people joining us. That's why the numbers are a bit different to what I've torn off there. You're 531, young Yvonne. All right, my love. 531 for you. There we go. It was Mick. Landlady's having you towed off the side. I love it. Hello to Ray Reynolds. Reynolds, 73, silently sitting here. Says hello to Ronnie. Ronnie won't be watching. He won't be watching. Have you left something switched on in the bedroom? I'm not going to go there. Michael says that's why I watch the show. He watches it for the stories, for the interesting stories. I don't really do too much that's serious. Comedy, funny stories, maybe things that want you to think a little bit, like today's comedy story, perhaps the aliens one. Today's one to make you think a little bit, the one with old Thomas Markle. Dreadful. Markle, whatever his name is. An unwanted character from this world, I think, to be honest. Shut your mouth and get on with your own life and leave them alone. That's what I say. Paul and Lou. Thank you, Paul and Lou. 532 for lovely Paul and Lou. Always a pleasure to see you there. Fran, have I given you 2 tickets, Fran? Oh, you're honest, darling. Have I made a little mistake there? Let's have a look. Oh, I have, Fran. Oh, you are good, dear. I'll remove 525 if that's all right for you. Who wants Fran's 525? But you can't have had one already. Thank you, Fran. Very honest. You see? Look how honest Fran is. She's a very honest person there. Jack's also got Netflix as well. Yes. Okay. Jack's got Netflix. Fantastic. It's 36 at the moment, is it, Fran? Thank you. I don't really keep a note on the numbers while it's going on. Michael's thinking of a cream cake from Sainsbury's. Yes, Michael. Can I recommend the cream apple turnovers? Cream apple turnovers. Yes, please, mummy. have one of those. Have it and have it for me. In fact, I think there's 2 in a little plastic packet. So you can eat that, and you can throw the plastic away, and the wows can eat it. All right. Mick says he's one of the quiet ones on here. I think I think you've become deluded now, Mike. You are not one of the quiet ones on here, mate. Did I give Sean 2 tickets? What am I doing today? Did I? How can I have given you 2 tickets? Sean Pye. Let's have a look. Sean Pye. No, I can only see 1 for you, Sean. 529. 529. Only 1 for Sean there. Okay, only 1 for Sean. Jason's off to get a late grade. Who? Oh, you would have missed Popmeister today, wouldn't you? Trevor. Someone's got a rampant rabbit, have they? All right. Is that everyone? Gavin's got Netflix as well. John, Sainsbury's apple turnovers are rubbish. Hardly any cream in them. Oh, are they? It's years since I had one, John. They probably changed. The money people would have been, there's too much apple in there. Oh, there's too much cream in there. You know what they're like. Right, have I missed anyone out for the raffle tickets? Please speak now or forever hold thy tongue. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I shall read today's birthdays. Here we go, gang. Happy birthday on this Wednesday, the 22nd of January 2022. Mr. John Child, 48 today. He often pops along to the karaoke. John C is his name at the karaoke. Happy birthday, John. Bryan James. Good morning, Bryan. 28 years old. Bryan, I saw your post this morning. Keep your hair as you want it. Don't listen to anyone else, darling. If you're happy with your haircut, keep it as it is. Phoebe Lace. Good morning, Phoebe. 19 today. Lisa Kingswood is 41 today. Mary Flick. I can hear noises on my roof now. Is there someone climbing on my roof? I can see a shadow. I can see a shadow outside. Just a moment. That's got to be my nephew, I reckon. 1 minute. Is that you? I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Come in, Gary. You haven't met Gary? Yeah, look, my nephew's arrived. I know what he's here to do. Yeah, come in. Come and say hello. I'm still on.
I can hear you outside.
Hello. Just point there. Say hello.
Hello.
Give him a little wave. It's my nephew. Now, what have you come for?
A bingo pen.
A bingo pen? Why? You've got bingo pens, haven't you?
No, I've come to do that post.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay. Well, there's no swimming today then, is there?
Yeah, you can
I'll come out and help you. No, I can't have you doing a little job for me and then that's it. You might want to have a look. Do you see where the ladder is? Excuse me a moment, boys and girls. Did you see where the ladder is?
I'll go and sit down first.
Oh, well, help yourself to put some on for me as well, will you? Put the heating on if it's cold.
That's nice.
All right, okay. Oh, how fantastic. I love it when a member of the family just turn up. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. So let me just do... Mikey Mike has just sent a £1.99 super chat. Thank you, Mikey Mike. Oh, just a moment, please. Are you getting that? Oh, I haven't got my speaker up. I couldn't hear that. I'm playing it to myself. Thanks, Mike. Just send me your postal address there, Mike, and I'll get that off to you. I've got some envelopes here, so I can send them straight off to you. Okay, there? Right, where do we get to on the birthdays? Mary Flick, I beg your pardon. Mary Flick. Good morning, Mary. I haven't seen you for some. I hope you're doing very well there, Mary. Looking after yourself. Happy birthday to Mary Flick. Sheriff Stewart today is 35 years old. And Dave Doyle Carey. Good morning, Dave. That's a lovely picture, Dave, I must say. Really nice picture of you there. Happy birthday, Dave. And Adrian Grist. It's his birthday as well today. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right, happy birthday. Happy birthday there. Happy birthday. Is that it? There we are. I think we're done there this morning. I was worried. I started hearing noises outside, Mick. I thought it was Sylvie hooking up her Land Rover to tow me off site through too much noise. Mikey, if you just pop over your postal address there, and I'll be happy to send them off to you probably this morning. I'll just put them in an envelope and send them off to you, but not with one of my printed labels, I'm afraid. You have to have my handwriting on the front. How disappointing is that? My handwriting will be on the front. These are the this is what Mike's bought. Okay, 5 of those. You can have they're stickers. You get 5 of those for £2. Okay, £2 super chat, or 1 for £1. Okay, the cost comes in, as I said many times before. The main cost is actually the postage these days. Stuff has become so expensive to post. It used to be really reasonable to post stuff. You know, it's just how it is. Lots of people wishing. Look at Gary. Lots of people wishing everyone happy birthday there. So it's very kind of you to do that. Alrighty, boys and girls, thanks very much for joining us on the show today. If there's a show tomorrow morning, it will be early. It has to be early because I need to get out of here by 10 o'clock tomorrow, because I'm going up to have a look round at BBC Radio Lincolnshire tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. If they give me permission, I'll try and do a little video of how everything is in there. I'm sure it'll be an absolutely fascinating experience. I'm looking forward to that. Of course, there will be a show tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is our phone-in show. Okay, you are able to call in tomorrow. I'll give you a few stories and bits and pieces to talk about. So if you want to do that tomorrow, we should be with you on tomorrow night, somewhere between 7 and 9 p.m. Thank you so much for watching this morning, and I'll see you again soon. Cheerio now.